Welcome back to another week of the Mock Pro. Welcome back to the Mock Project for another week. Thank you to everyone so far that has liked and subscribed to the videos. Really appreciate your support. I think we're in week 4. You sort of lose count as the weeks really rattle on. This week, pretty exciting. We've got Swimming Carnival happening on Friday. We've got also a visit from another school to come and observe one of my classes. You'll hear a little bit more about that later. And also, I've got some toys to play with this week. A visit from a lighting company showing us some lights that we might be able to purchase for our theatre. So lots to do amongst all the normal teaching that goes on as well. So let's have a look at what happened this week. Now, I got to play with some toys today in our theatre. We're looking to add some new lights to our current lighting grid. So it's always a bit of fun when you get to play with some new toys. Maybe not able to afford some of them, but it was great to see what new technology is out there. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can get a couple of the items as we start preparing for the Addams Family, as well as other performances that we're going to do in the space. A really wonderful moment just then. We had a visit from a school that is just next door to us, a special development school, and they were doing a unit on working in teams, and they wanted to come and observe some actual students or a project and people working in teams. And of course, my Year 12 Theatre Studies class are putting on a production in a couple of months' time. And so I said, hey, come along and have a look. And just a really beautiful moment as they're asking questions of our Year 12s, and Year 12s are so generous with their time and their answers. And just, one of those moments you get in teaching, you say, that's what I'm in it for. It was really, really great. So my Year 12s are self-directing, and that's the task essentially at Year 12 Theatre Studies in semester 1 to put on a production. Our students are performing Deborah Oswell's House on Fire. Now, Deborah Oswell wrote Offspring. For those of you that aren't into theatre, that's her biggest, mass-produced play that she's written or turned into a TV show. So students are having a really good time now working on sets and costumes, props, directing, acting, lighting, the whole lot. So that's what they're doing right now. Now, thank you to everyone for all your feedback about the videos. I really appreciate it. And the number one question I've been getting is, why haven't we seen any students in the videos face-to-face at this stage? Look, it will happen. It's a bit of a slow process to get permission to have students on the video. So look, over time we will get some students, so keep watching and hopefully that will happen real soon. So, jack of all trades teachers are. We had 4 of our sports coaches ring in sick today, so I've been asked to run a little bit of Year 7 and 8 basketball. Not really dressed for the occasion, but we're having a good time. Kids are getting involved and it's nice to be outside. Well, it's about 7:30 in the morning. I've arrived at work, and this morning before class, just doing a little bit of research on some other schools and theatre companies' versions of Addams Family, having a look and seeing what else is out there, some ideas, what they're doing. So I found a really good one here, so I'm going to watch a little bit before class. Just had an amazing experience in the library where our staff member who's looking after Harmony Day is putting together a video with some stories from students, staff members and parents of staff members who are either immigrants or first generation Australians, telling their story about how they got to Australia. And just a beautiful story today from one of our staff members' parents who came in, both immigrants from Italy, and just a really wonderful opportunity to hear about what is, I guess, not a typical but a common Australian story about coming over here, and a really, really nice moment and some touching parts of that story. So this year, The Addams Family is the school's 24th musical. I've been lucky to be involved in a fair few of them. In fact, back here was my 15th, or the school's 15th musical, which was Beauty and the Beast. And I always fondly look back on this show for a few reasons. The cast we had were absolutely amazing, and many of them have gone on to do theatre or music or just another area in the performing arts. Also, we won some awards and were nominated for some awards, including Best Show in Victoria. So we're very excited. So it's a show I always look back on. But people always ask, have you got a favourite show? I think the answer is always the one that you're doing, and I think you always try to improve all the time. As a director or producer or choreographer, you're always trying to do better or something a little bit different the next year. But certainly the show you're working on is always your favourite, but you do have others that you think about and look back on. Okay, swimming carnival action today. My job is being the announcer. We have beautiful weather and the students and the staff absolutely love this day. It is so much fun. Again, get to wear the cash, and also it's a relaxed atmosphere. Kids love to have a chat, and there's a really good house spirit today.
25 metres to go. It's Xavier v. Mannix in the first relay. 40 points for the winner. Xavier currently sitting in 5th place overall. They want to hold on.
Okay, the swimming carnival going really, really well. Beautiful warm weather. I'm having a little break from announcing, having heaps of fun as well. Well, it's Friday, swimming carnival's all done, and that is another week on the mock project. Next week, it's time to meet some of my colleagues, the teachers that I work with each and every day, so I look forward to that. Thanks for subscribing, and see you next week on the Mock Project. Welcome back to the #1 vlog project in town.
The Logs and Mock Project.